subscribe and give us a like because every thumbs up unravels a mystery. Let us dive into today's mystery. Step into the chilling saga of the Amityville Horror, where a grisly family massacre, inexplicable paranormal phenomena, and a desperate escape from a house of nightmares converge in one of the most infamous true crime and supernatural mysteries of all time. In the sleepy town of Amityville, New York, a chilling tale begins on a fateful night, November 13th, 1974. Ronald DeFeo Jr., just 23 years old, succumbed to dark whispers that echoed within the walls of his family's home at 112 Ocean Avenue. Consumed by a malevolent force, Ronald Jr. committed a heinous act, taking the lives of his entire family in their sleep. His parents, Ronald DeFeo Sr., 43, and Louise DeFeo, 42, along with his siblings Dawn, 18, Allison, 13, Mark, 12, and John Matthew, 9, fell victim to his unfathomable rage. As dawn broke over Amityville, the peaceful facade of the suburban neighborhood shattered, replaced by the grim reality of 6 lives lost in a senseless tragedy. The DeFeo house stood as a silent witness to the horrors that unfolded within its walls, its windows now darkened with sorrow and dread. The aftermath of the DeFeo murders cast a long, foreboding shadow over 112 Ocean Avenue, leaving the once charming residents tainted by unspeakable evil. Little did the world know, the echoes of that night would reverberate for years to come, ushering in a new chapter of terror and despair in the annals of paranormal history. It was a cold winter's day when George and Kathy Lutz, accompanied by their 3 children, embarked on a journey that would forever alter the course of their lives. December 18, 1975, marked the beginning of their new chapter as they eagerly crossed the threshold of 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville. Unbeknownst to them, they were stepping into the heart of darkness, into a house tainted by the bloodshed of the DeFeo family. George, a 28-year-old land surveyor, and Kathy, 30, a homemaker, saw promise in the stately home despite its troubled history. With their children, Daniel, 9, Christopher, 7, and Missy, 5, they envisioned a future filled with warmth and happiness within its walls. Yet from the moment they arrived, an ominous chill hung in the air, a harbinger of the horrors to come. The Lutz family's dream of a fresh start soon gave way to a nightmare as inexplicable phenomena began to plague their home. Strange odors wafted through the corridors. Temperatures plummeted to bone-chilling lows, and unsettling noises echoed in the dead of night. Despite their growing unease, the Lutz family remained steadfast, determined to carve out a life in their new abode. But as the days turned into weeks, the malevolent presence lurking within the house began to reveal itself, casting a pall of fear and uncertainty over their once happy home. As December unfolded into January, the Lutz family's idyllic new home morphed into a cauldron of inexplicable terror. From December 18th to December 26th, 1975, George and Kathy Lutz found themselves ensnared in a web of otherworldly occurrences that defied rational explanation. Each night, like clockwork, George awoke at 3:15 a.m., the same eerie hour when Ronald DeFeo Jr. had carried out his grisly deeds. It was as if the house itself was haunted by the lingering echoes of that tragic night. But the horrors did not confine themselves to the darkness. In broad daylight, the family bore witness to inexplicable phenomena. Walls oozing with a viscous, blood-like substance, foul odors that permeated every corner of the house, and a pervasive sense of dread that hung heavy in the air. Even the youngest member of the family, Missy, found herself drawn into the web of supernatural intrigue. The 5-year-old claimed to have made friends with an imaginary playmate named Jody, who bore a striking resemblance to the demonic pig-like creature that haunted her nightmares. As the days wore on, the paranormal activity escalated, leaving the Lutz family teetering on the brink of madness. It seemed as though the very fabric of reality was unraveling before their eyes, dragging them into a nightmarish abyss from which there could be no escape. And yet, amidst the chaos and despair, the Lutz family clung to one another, united in their determination to confront the malevolent forces that threatened to consume them. From December 26th to January 14th, 1976, the malevolent presence within 112 Ocean Avenue unleashed its full fury upon the Lutz family. George and Kathy found themselves ensnared in a nightmarish labyrinth of supernatural terror, where every corner held a new horror waiting to be discovered. The once happy home became a battleground between the forces of light and darkness, with the Lutz family caught in the crossfire. They recounted chilling encounters with apparitions that prowled the halls, their ghastly forms flickering in and out of existence like shadows in the night. Among them, the most terrifying was a demonic figure with glowing red eyes, whose malevolent gaze seemed to pierce through the very fabric of reality. But it was not only their eyes that bore witness to the horrors of 112 Ocean Avenue. The Lutz family endured physical assaults at the hands of unseen entities, their bodies battered and bruised by forces beyond comprehension. George and Kathy, once the pillars of strength for their children, found themselves consumed by fear and despair, their resolve tested to its breaking point. In the heart of the night, when all was still and quiet, the house itself seemed to come alive with a symphony of dread. Eerie whispers echoed through the corridors, chilling the very marrow of their bones, while unseen hands reached out from the darkness to drag them into the abyss. As the days stretched into weeks, the Lutz family's grip on reality began to slip, their minds fraying at the edges under the relentless assault of supernatural terror. With each passing moment, the line between nightmare and reality blurred until they could no longer distinguish between the two. And yet, amidst the chaos and despair, they clung to a sliver of hope, praying for salvation from the horrors that threatened to consume them. On January 14, 1976, after enduring 28 days of relentless terror, the Lutz family made a harrowing decision to flee the house at 112 Ocean Avenue and never look back. With hearts heavy with fear and desperation, George and Kathy, along with their children Daniel, Christopher, and Missy, left behind their belongings and their shattered dreams of a happy home. As they fled into the night, the weight of their ordeal hung heavy upon them, a heavy burden borne by souls scarred by unspeakable horrors. But even as they left the cursed house behind, they knew that the nightmare was far from over. The malevolent forces that had plagued them would continue to haunt their every step, casting a long shadow over their lives for years to come. And yet, amidst the darkness, there was a glimmer of hope. For in their flight from terror, the Lutz family had discovered a strength they never knew they possessed, a resilience forged in the crucible of fear and despair. Though the scars of their ordeal would never fully heal, they emerged from the crucible of terror, stronger and more determined than ever before. As they left Amityville behind, they carried with them a tale of horror and survival, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul in the face of unimaginable evil. And though the house at 112 Ocean Avenue would forever be shrouded in darkness, the Lutz family's story would serve as a beacon of hope for all who dared to confront the darkness that lurked within. As the years passed and the legend of the Amityville Horror continued to enthrall, a myriad of theories emerged, each attempting to unravel the mysteries that shrouded 112 Ocean Avenue. Some skeptics dismissed the Lutz family's claims as nothing more than a cleverly orchestrated hoax concocted to profit from the tragedy that befell the DeFeo family. They pointed to inconsistencies in the family's accounts, questioning the validity of their experiences in the face of mounting skepticism. To them, the horrors of Amityville were nothing more than a fabrication, a tale spun from the darkest recesses of the human imagination. Others speculated that the paranormal phenomena reported by the Lutz family were the result of natural causes such as faulty wiring or environmental factors. They argued that the strange odors, cold spots, and eerie sounds could be explained away by mundane means, casting doubt on the supernatural origins of the haunting. Yet amidst the skepticism and speculation, there were those who believed that there was more to the story than met the eye. Some pointed to the tragic history of 112 Ocean Avenue as evidence of a lingering malevolent presence, while others delved into the occult and paranormal, searching for answers in the realms beyond the veil of reality. One popular theory suggested that the house itself was a gateway to another dimension, a portal through which malevolent entities could enter our world and wreak havoc upon unsuspecting souls. Others proposed that the horrors of Amityville were the result of a curse placed upon the land by Native American spirits, seeking vengeance for past injustices. Regardless of the theories that abound, one thing remains certain: the haunting of Amityville continues to defy explanation, casting a long shadow over the quaint suburban town and leaving a legacy of fear that persists to this day. And though the truth may never be fully known, the legend of 112 Ocean Avenue will endure as a cautionary tale, a testament to the enduring power of fear and the mysteries that lie beyond the realm of human understanding.